Hello, in this video we're going to go through the extra help for 633, but this is part 2. So in part 2 we learned about composite functions where we can compose one function into another, and in this case we're given functions a and b and we're asked to find two things. So the first is b of a of x. So again, we need to work and plug the inside function into the outside function. So I'm taking my a and plugging it into b, a into b. So if a is being plugged into b, that means I'm going to have a 2, and then parentheses my a function that's getting plugged in, and then minus 10. So composites, like the biggest mistake students make is not knowing which one to plug into which. I draw this arrow to help me, and sometimes I'll even draw the arrow up here as well. So if I'm taking A and plugging it into B, I'll do this, where I take this and I'm plugging it in here. So I can see visually where I'm plugging it in. And from here, it's just simple order of operations, and I use my calculator to make that even easier on myself. And so I'm going to distribute my 2 to here. 2 times negative 3 gives me negative 6x squared. 2 times 2 is 4. And then I still have my minus 10. And just make sure you combine like terms and have it in order, highest exponent to lowest. So I get negative 6x squared minus 6. Our second type that we learned about is like if you're plugging in a number and then plugging that into the other function. And I typically do this in 2 steps. So I'll find like b of negative 3 first, and then I'll find a of whatever that number is. So I'll do it in 2 steps. And you'll notice like if you still have an x in your problem, you're going to have an x in your answer. If you are given a number in here, then you're going to have a number for an answer. So the first thing I need to do is I need to find b of negative 3. And that means I need to plug negative 3 into b. And that gives me, let's see, negative 16. So then I need to find a of negative 16. So it's like I found b of negative 3. I take that number, I plug it into a. And so I can plug that into my calculator. To get negative 766. So I highly recommend any of the ones that have you plugging in an actual value, do it in 2 steps. So I did like the purple step, finding b of negative 3, and then you use that as your answer to plug it into a. So do it in 2 separate parts, and that should be really helpful.